Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the books I have no intention of reading. And just so you know, I don't really have pictures or the books themselves because I don't see myself going all the way to the library just to pick up books that I have no intention of reading, and it just kind of like would waste my bookshelf. So it's just kind of like, I'm just going to tell you what books, and you probably heard of them, so yeah, you already know what they look like. So the first book that I'm going to talk about is Four. And if you haven't heard of Four, it's kind of like a standalone spin-off book about the character Four from Divergent books. And some of the reasons why I won't be reading it is because I already finished the three books already, and I feel like that's enough for me to finish the actual series. And also from the last book, he was a cool character from the start, from the first book and stuff, and I really enjoyed Divergent. But then, as soon as you got towards the end of the series, I kind of like started to hate Four, and especially when you had to see his point of view of everything. He was whiny, he was very insecure, and I don't know, he's a very controlling boyfriend who thinks he is better than everybody else, and after that he's like, kind of like, I don't know what to do with myself, so I'm just gonna cause trouble, and I don't know. And I just really don't like him as a person from inside his head. So I think he was way better than the first one. Not to mention, him and Tris were fighting a lot for the last three books. So, by the way, for whatever happened at the end of the third book, if you guys read it, not to spoil, we should switch the characters. Tris and not Forbes. Anyway, like, we should just switch places, and that incident at the end, it would have been much more just. So that's one of the books I have no intention of reading. Yeah, 3 books, it's enough for me. I'm good. The next book I have no intention of reading, just because it's just not my kind of book. It's the Selection series. I'm not saying it's like a bad book. I haven't read it. I don't know everything about it. It just didn't appeal to my interest, and it seems a little too girly. I do like some girly books, but it just seems like that. And I do like the covers though; they're very pretty. But I think, like, isn't there like a love triangle in it, and it's like a bachelorette type of thing going on. I think so. Anyway, so I'm not really that interested to know what's about really. So it just did not pique my interest. Another book that I have no intention of reading is the Fallen series. I read the first one and I hated it. I hated it so much. And its first part, it kind of got my interest a little bit. And it was a book that had been sitting on my shelf for 2 years. And then I read it in a day for a readathon, and I found myself being more pissed off throughout the whole book. And when I read the other reviews of what everybody else thinks, it makes me even more pissed off. It's like one of those books that you'll have more questions than answers, and I didn't even like the fact that I feel like it was treated like I'm idiots by the author. So I don't know, and our writing was atrocious, and the main characters, I didn't like them. I didn't sympathize with anybody else, and the main character itself was the most annoying character because, like, in this story, it's about this girl. I don't even know what her name is because I don't know. Maybe because I hated her so much that she didn't deserve a name. So, she is suspected of killing her boyfriend, or some guy that she just went out once, but she acts like it is her boyfriend, I guess. And so, she doesn't even remember what happened. She doesn't know if she did it or not, but she's got punished. So she's sent to this juvenile detention boarding school type thing. And it's like a high security school where there's barbed wires and everything. And so she goes, and she's still depressed because of the boyfriend thing. But then she meets this one guy with blonde hair who she thinks is hot. He's nice. And they're like interested in each other. But then she's also interested in this other guy she's curious about this guy who she becomes obsessed with, a guy that hates her, that says mean things to her all the time. He pretty much detests her, so it pushes her away a lot. And I guess he has some weird problem for her that she wants to know, she's obsessed with. And I'm like, dude, if he hates you and you're also interested in another guy, what's the point? And at the same time, she also is moaning about like the guy that she thought died. And I'm like, for some girl that's obsessed with this, the fact that you're interested in 2 other guys, you don't seem like very upset. So that is one of the things that I didn't like. And also there was like these creepy things that keep popping up. And at the end of the book, I found out why. It just kind of was such a letdown, and it was just so horrible that I didn't want to know what happens next. I mean, probably part of me did want to know what happened, so I can finally get my answer. But I saw summaries, some reviews, and I decided to just stay away from that book. So I don't recommend it. Unless you get like characters that are very confusing, that it's going to piss you off. So unless you're into that kind of thing. Another book that I have no intention of picking up is Twilight. It's not my kind of thing. I like vampires. I like werewolves. I mean, I like The Mortal Instruments, so that's one of my favorite series. But Twilight, it kind of like seems like a soap opera, but they just added vampires to it. So it kind of seemed like that, and they had like looks like annoying love triangle with the werewolf, and I'm so over that. And also, I can't get past the whole sparkly vampire thing. Sparkly vampires, and vampires are not supposed to be sparkly. You're supposed to just, when they get exposed to sunlight or whatever, they're gonna die. They just blow up or just go poof into smoke or something. They're not supposed to like be sparkly. Okay, the only things that are supposed to be sparkly is angels and fairies. I mean, those are the ones that I was saying that would be very sparkly. And maybe like if a guy came back, if like the love interest died and then came back to life, and he just all sparkly, maybe. And the fact that it's like a male vampire, it just removes the whole manliness, I guess. I mean, he's not that manly if he's all sparkly. I mean, unless he's like maybe a character from Magic Mike or something, and he's just putting glitter on himself, I guess he's gonna be sparkly, I guess. But no, so no, thank you. I don't even want to know what's about as much. And if I got the whole summary wrong, whatever. So that's just not my thing. So finally to this last book, I have no intention of reading, and I've read the first book and I hated it so much, and I hated it more than the following book. And that is 50 Shades of Grey. I have no intention of reading the second book or the next books in the series or watch the movie because, one, I hate the fact that the movie is false advertising to me because they make it seem like it's a hot, steamy, erotica novel, but when it comes, instead, it's just more like some girl that falls some guy that is very abusive. Well, he did spank her, so technically he did hit her. So, that is obsessive, the guy, and he's obsessive, he's crazy, and he has problems, he has a lot of issues, I don't know. And then even the main character is an idiot, and the only person that is smart is her best friend. Well, she's also an idiot for letting her go out with her, so, she should have just told Gray to get away or I'm gonna put a restraining order against you, so, it's just, like, horrible, and the fact that come on, a contract. That's one of the worst things ever. What is she, applying for a job or something? I don't know, he just acts like a pimp, so, I don't know. He's just crazy, he deserves to be all alone and stuck with his own crazy room. He just deserves to be alone in that room, so, I don't know. It's just a really bad book, and the fact that, the best part was when they broke up at the end. But then, I guess, they're back together in other books, I guess. From what I've seen from the movies, yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to read books about abuse stories anyway, but this one's just kind of like, I don't know, what are you teaching people? I don't know. And the fact that you're marketing on it and making money off of it, it's just sick. And Oh yeah, and what's also funny about it is was based on a fan fiction for Twilight. So based on a book that I have no intention of reading. So I don't know. So I guess that's pretty much all the books that I have no intention of reading. I mean, there's pretty much a lot of books out there that have not piqued my interest, but these are like my top. Let me know in the comments below what are some of the books that you have no intention of reading that you just like, ugh. Yeah, and you just don't want to read or just heard about, or maybe you read the first book and you just hated it and you didn't want to read more of it, let me know. And are you also, have you read 50 Shades of Grey also? So if you like this video, let me know with a thumbs up, and do subscribe because I'd love to have you around and we can chat and it'd just be so much fun. And until next time, keep on reading.